What's going on, everybody? This is JVB. You're listening to a new episode of the Postgame Report. So, there's a new PlayStation 5 Pro about to hit the market on September 26th, which is tomorrow. They're going to open up pre orders. You can only pre order on PlayStation Direct. I believe in October you can pre order in the retail stores like Best Buy, Target, stuff like that. So, the PlayStation 5 Pro is going for $699. The current PlayStation 5 goes for $499. So there's a $200 price tag. There's a difference, I mean. But what you're getting with this PlayStation 5 Pro is the ability to play video games at 60 frames per second on high fidelity mode. So for example, one of the best looking games that I've ever played in my entire life, and I've been playing video games since I was, 9 years old? And I'm 52. Ratchet and Clank: A Rift in Time looks like a freaking animated cartoon. And it plays amazing. You can play that game in a specific mode where it gives you some fidelity and some performance in your frames per second, and you can go up to 40 frames per second. With that, you get ray tracing you get some ray tracing, you get some bells and whistles. Or you can do full fidelity mode at 30 frames per second. And if you choose so, you could do a performance mode where you get 60. Same thing with Spider-Man 2 and mainly most of the first-party PlayStation 5 games. With the PlayStation 5 Pro, you can play Ratchet and Clank at 60 frames per second with all of the high-fidelity options. And that is going to be freaking insane because that type of performance usually comes in the PC side if you pay good money for it. Now there's a freaking blower or something going on outside. It's distracting. Anyway, when I used to play video games on PC, strictly on PC, I remember all the days where I had to adjust my settings, my drivers. I had to worry about compatibility with video cards and the motherboard, even the processor, the CPU. You had to make sure it was compatible with your motherboard and the freaking memory. So it's not as it's a lot easier nowadays to build a PC, I assume. But people who prefer PC nowadays, they make it sound really easy to just go out there, spend $1,000, and play some of these video games. You can't even play all of them. There are some PlayStation 5 exclusives currently out on PC, but not all of them. And then you gotta wait. I would not be I would not be happy if I had to wait around for Wolverine. Right? That's going to be a PlayStation exclusive by Insomniac. I would hate to wait a year or two to play that on PC. So now we're going to have a PlayStation 5 Pro that is going to give us the ability to play these types of games at a high frame rate with a lot of fancy visual bells and whistles. And as a matter of fact, there's certain features that is currently only available on the PlayStation 5 Pro that is not yet available on PC. But I do have some worries because I did have the PlayStation 4 Pro, and I expected a little more out of that. There weren't many benefits. Like some games ran at 60 frames per second, you did see a graphical difference between the standard PlayStation 4 edition and the Pro. But there wasn't anything that was really game changing. So now we have the ability to have more frames per second at a higher visual fidelity. And in that to me is a game changer. Because now you go from, for example, on the PlayStation 4 Pro, you had The Last of Us. There was a remaster that ran at 60 frames per second or unlocked, but it didn't do anything for the visuals. This time around, when games are PlayStation 5 Pro enhanced, the technology is going to upscale at a higher frame rate. That's going to be really good because with that, resources can be allocated for more visual fidelity. Now, it's those little things that in today's age of technology, we see it with mobile phones, tablets, you're going to get small increments. When you see something that is really enhanced or evolutionary, you're going to pay for it. So in today's mobile phone market, there's really not much you can do with a mobile phone. You can't put all types of processing power because there's only so much you can do with the battery life. People do play video games on their mobile phones, but you're not going to put an advanced GPU in a mobile phone that's only going to last you 3 hours. You have to find a balance. And you have to build for the platform. With consoles, you don't have an operating system. Like iOS, you don't have Windows. And that will free up resources. So when a console like the PlayStation 5 Pro is designed so that everything flows through its input and output system, and memory allocation and all that stuff is freed up because there's no operating system bogging things down, it's going to be a little different than playing on PC. So, and with mobile phones as well, because a mobile phone has an operating system. A tablet has an operating system. So, gaming consoles are a different beast than a mobile phone that is designed for video games, or a tablet, or a handheld. You got to think about battery life. So, yeah, I'm a little excited for this PlayStation 5 Pro. I'm even more excited to pick up that 30th anniversary edition. I'm hoping I can get my hands on that one. I mean, we're talking about maybe $1,000 to start off with, if we're lucky, for that PlayStation 5 Pro Ultimate Deluxe Edition. Once again, it comes with the original PlayStation Gray. It comes with that color, which is timeless. And then it comes with a DualSense Edge, which is $200 on its own. But in this case, it's also going to come in that gray color. And then each PlayStation 5 console that is included in this 30th year anniversary edition is going to, specifically the PlayStation 5 Pro, they're going to have an etching on the side with the number of which console, the number of your console. Because, once again, and I'm saying once again because I don't remember if I fucking talked about this. I have a brain injury, so excuse me. They're making only 12,500 units worldwide of these 30th anniversary PlayStation 5 Pros. So it's coming with a DualSense Edge as well as the DualSense controller, 30th anniversary stand for the PlayStation 5 Pro, a cool freaking USB charge cable that has half a memory card from the old original PlayStation. So you plug that into the USB port in front, and it looks like you have yourself an old school memory card attached. I hope they sell that individually because, well, you know, my wife was like, yo, you're not going to get one of these. It's going to be really, really scarce, the inventory. And you got to deal with other people trying to pick this up and the scalpers. So, yeah, I'm predicting $1,000, at least $1,000. Will I open it? Yes, absolutely. I'm going to open it and use it. I was thinking about not opening this, holding on to it for 4 or 5 years, and then seeing the value just skyrocket. I think you could probably sell one of these 30th anniversary PlayStation 5 Pros, even opened and used. I got a feeling you can sell these things at a high cost a year from now. You could get at least $2,000 because that's how little the inventory is going to be, and people want things like this. It's a beautiful freaking addition that Sony is bringing out. So it's worth the effort to try to find one. I'm not saying everyone can afford it, and I'm not saying that I'm easily able to afford it. This is something I had to really think about if I wanted to spend the money on this. But I at least want to pick up that PlayStation 5 Pro, the standard edition. I'll be pissed off if I can't get that ultimate 30th year anniversary bundle, but hey, you gotta be happy with what you're able to get, especially a device like this that is can't think of the damn name right now, but it's something you don't need. It's a privilege to own. I guess that was the word I was trying to find. It's a luxury item. There you go. It's a luxury item. So I'm not going to complain. Now, in the gaming department, this game called Pal World that was, I believe, in beta form on the Xbox. I was never interested in it. Supposedly, it's like Pokemon with guns and stuff like that. I think even Nintendo is looking to take some legal action against the developer. It is now available on the PlayStation 5. I'm going to be interested in seeing how many of my friends are actually going to play this, because there have been quite a few Xbox games that have hit the PlayStation 5 store. I don't see anyone playing them, and I'm talking about Sea of Thieves, which is available now on PlayStation 5. The game with the kids, they're in a garden, they're shrunken. It's like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, but with bugs and stuff. That game, I don't see anyone playing that either. I haven't seen actually anybody playing the other game that was supposed to be really good. It was one of those surprised releases, and it's like a very cartoony art style with some rhythm elements or quick time elements. Damn, I forgot the name of it. I think there's a cat in it, a kid with a gun. I forgot the damn name. I don't pay attention to Xbox anymore. That game, I haven't seen anybody playing that on my friends list either. Now, my friends list is not what everyone should be basing the actions of PlayStation owners, PlayStation 5 owners. I'm just saying, on my friends list, I haven't seen anyone playing any of these Xbox games that have been ported over to the PlayStation. So, what hope does Power World have? Let's see. It's $39 in the store. I'm not gonna play it. It looks like an older generation game, and it's a ripoff of Pokemon. But, you know, there's something for everyone, and that's the beauty of video games. You will find something that appeals to you. And can't let people on social media or YouTube, can't let people persuade you into playing something they want you to play, or something that they're only recommending because they have some type of motive. For example, you see these talking heads who are favoring Xbox, but a lot of them aren't even playing Xbox games. They're playing on their PlayStation 5. They're just doing it for monetization and popularity. There's a motive. It is not genuine, that's for sure. So play what the hell you want. Me, I put a photo of my hours in Helldivers 2 for the PlayStation 5. I have over 500 hours in Helldivers 2. It's one of the few games that I play consistently, and I have a lot of fun with it. And for the most part, which was kind of weird, I had a lot of positive feedback regarding that photo. I had people that I don't follow me. They were saying, hey, for democracy, welcome Helldiver, you know, blah, blah, blah. I had a few people say, hey, get a life or whatever, which is funny because I was on vacation as I was reading the responses. And then there was someone else who was like criticizing the game, and I'm like, whatever, cool story, you do you. So it doesn't matter what someone with more Twitter followers might say, or more YouTube subscribers. It doesn't matter what they think. Play what the hell you want to play. Spend the money that you earn. Spend it as you see fit. I could say spend your money wisely, but hey, I'm guilty of buying a lot of doodads that, you know, at the end of the day, you get bored of. I'm guilty of that. You know, it just happens. But when someone's criticizing you because you want to buy a PlayStation 5 Pro, tell them to, you know, mind their business. Now, if you notice, I'm trying to curse less. Not because I'm trying to impress anyone, but because, hey, you know, I'm just trying to curse less. I'm not trying to appeal to any demographic of people or impress a certain group of people. No. I'm just, for me, trying to curse a little less. So, yeah. I would love to hear some feedback from people who will pre-order the PlayStation 5 Pro tomorrow. If you were lucky enough to grab a 30th anniversary edition, especially that PlayStation 5 Pro, let me know. And then give me your address so that I can go see it, and then I could borrow it. All right? Make sure you do that too. Anyway, talk to you guys later. Bye.